Hi guys, Katia here. Just wanted to share with you some fun ideas about festive gratitude. I've just done a really good workshop. I had lots of fun doing that just now. Some jars of festive gratitude is what we discussed, and I wanted to share some ideas with you. The first is about gratitude. It's been a bit of a rubbish year. Is it a time to feel grateful? Sometimes we feel guilty if we feel grateful and others are struggling, or sometimes we don't feel we can feel grateful because we're struggling, and that's all normal, isn't it? One thing I've learnt when I was learning about gratitude is it's really difficult to feel anxious and grateful at the same time, and as I used to have some anxiety and ended up with burnout, that really pricked my ears up, so I went off and did some learning and stuff on gratitude. So the first thing to say is it's not necessarily about doing it instead of the challenges. It's alongside the challenges, really. So we all have difficult times and lots of us are struggling, especially this year. So it's not about minimizing those or sugarcoating those, but it's about saying I acknowledge those things are tough, but there are some other things over here that I can be grateful for as well as. And they don't have to be massive, they can be small. A cup of tea, a full belly, really small things that it's great to notice and be grateful for. And I love this example of a snowflake, because I used to live in America when I worked at Mayo Clinic. It was very snowy for many months of the year, really cold, below zero, snow up to your knees, and I used to really struggle with the cold and the snow. I was like, oh, I have no idea about this. And then I learnt to really enjoy the snow and discovered every snowflake is unique, which I absolutely love. And I bought that book when I was out there. So it's a really simple example of something to be grateful for. And I actually end up really loving the snow, and especially the deep snow with all those lovely crisp snowflakes. Another thing to think about is, can you reframe? Can you think of something differently? So this book, I love this children's book, A Squash and a Squeeze. In this book, if you're not familiar, this lady lives in a small-ish house. She's quite grumpy about it feeling small, but she learns in the book to reframe and appreciate her house, and she actually feels quite spacious. And the way she does that is putting all her farm animals in the house, feeling that it's proper a squash and a squeeze. Then when they all leave the house by now feels much more spacious. So just an idea about reframing, which is always handy, I think, and I find that useful for myself. And also I really struggled with working from home. I don't know about you, earlier this year. It was a big shift, and I don't know if you feel the zoomed out zombie, you feel you're interrupted, you never feel that you're off work, lots of challenges. And I looked into, used my medical background and my experience in occupational health and did some research and really worked out how to work well from home. So now I really enjoy working from home. I've managed the interruptions, managed my workspace, and I've learned how to sort of develop connection despite all this virtual work we're doing. And I've put all those goodies into a freebie, How to Work Well from Home. If you'd like to grab it, just drop me a DM or head to my email, theworkingwellexperience@gmail.com, or the best place would be my website, workingwelldoctor.com. On the homepage you can click next to homework and grab yourself a copy. I'm really grateful I learned how to do that because it's really transformed my life, and I just really wanted to share that with you guys. I've done a course on how to work well from home too, that'll be out in the new year, so watch this space. Other fun things I wanted to discuss about gratitude with, if you have young kids or even if you don't, you can get a jar, put yourself some note paper in. This one I just wrote in my festive colours, red and green. I'm grateful for the sun because it's been pretty cloudy and grim recently. I'm grateful that I had a chance to do a Facebook Live. It doesn't have to be massive, but just small things can really help.